I want to confirm with everyone real quick. I told you before the show started that you would be cut off. Multiple times, right? But we're not going into all that. We can talk about anything you want. I got time. But I just want to confirm. Oh, by the way, you got a flight to catch. What time is it? None?
Well, why they talk about that? That is wild. Be taken out of context. Battle the video. Everything has been recorded. You can't be taken out of context. All he can do is be wrong. Like, like with the news and stuff, when they show little clips and then they respond to the clips, there's no little clip. He has the full thing recorded. You can't be taken out of context. You're about to try to fight so hard to be a victim that you feel a little crazy. But I don't think you care. The same reason why you're wearing those extremely high boots in there, like those rain boots. Those big ass rain boots, and it's not raining. Rain boots and a thong. That's all you can have on. That's all you can have on. Just
I told you guys that I'd cut you off, right? Yeah. Okay. I also told you it's an entertainment program, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. So if in advance I told you that, then there shouldn't be any shock right now. So like this right here, like this is like super like liberal white woman stuff. Like, you're a big bad black guy. Like, no, short, hold on one second, love. I literally, there's only one person who wouldn't know that, which would be her, because she wasn't here at that time. But everyone else, I told them that you cut off. So that's the worst thing in the world. Now imagine how hard it is to get along with a female when you tell her the truth and she got a problem. Sometimes like, this guy's always lying. I told your ass the truth and you got a problem with it.
I never said that either.
So what's the problem?
The problem is that I'm trying to explain why you're reacting the way that you're reacting and why you might
say her?
Attacked. Yeah. Because
what's her name?
Cici.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. What's her government name?
Cindy. Yeah.
Okay, very good. So why didn't you use her name just now? You're looking at that.
Cici. Cindy.
No, okay, all right. So what's your point here? You're advocating for her, right?
Yeah.
She's good. She didn't know. You didn't know her name? Boy, that was gonna look bad. So, dang. You was close. Dang.
Okay, start from the beginning. I want to hear you out.
Well, what I'm saying is I'm explaining why she's reacting the way that she's reacting and why she might feel attacked.
Oh, he was looking for me.
Why is she a grown woman? Why does she need you to explain why she feels attacked?
She's been trying to explain, but you keep cutting her off.
No one talk while she's talking. Go ahead.
Because you keep cutting her off at points where you are so able.
Okay, you said I keep cutting her off. Did I tell you that you'd be cut off?
Yes, you did.
So then if you felt like you did not want to be cut off, why be on a show where I told you you'd be cut off?
Well, there's no problem with that with me. I have no problem.
We're trying to debate him on it.
I'm having a good time, but we're having
a debate him on it.
Right.
Yeah, we're having a debate and we're talking.
But I'm saying, so why are you trying to debate him on the fact that he cut you off when before the show he told you he'll cut you off?
No,
he's cut me off multiple times. I can't stand it. Pissed me off. Oh, this might get his head. But I shut up and I'm quiet because at the end of the day, we're on his set. He brought us here for an opportunity. He's putting all of our names on. So at the end of the day, it's still a matter of respect that you have to give, whether you like it or not. And if you don't, guess what? There's a door. So
no, and I have no problem with that.
All right. So then why debate on it? I'm just wondering.
I'm debating. I figured in my brain this was a place where we were gonna have a debate and we were gonna be able to.
We've all been able to,
person to person, right? And then like having a mutual respect for each.
But you can't debate the rules of the show. Thank you. All the topics you can debate. Why would you debate the rules? That's what you're going for? It's like when they say the customer is always right, but now the customer want to be right about how much money he gives you. The price is wrong. You can't do that. That's what you're doing right now.
Each person here, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing. We can debate points.
Right.
Fantastic. You're debating the actual structure of the show.
Okay,
and the reason debating the structure of the show is not a good use of time is for the following reason. Do you run a successful podcast?
No, I haven't started one. I absolutely would, but
All
my
right.
point in
The
that
reason I asked you,
digs a lot deeper to
no,
it than
the
my
reason
point.
that I ask you if you run a successful podcast is because you don't know how the podcast business works. Do you know how show business works?
No, and I hear you, and I
Okay.
see how.
So if you don't know how the
this works.
podcast business works, you don't know how show business works, you might consider maybe a guy who's doing this as a business understands how the business works, and we're not here to play nice and be sweet with each other. We're executing on a particular model, and you don't know the model. I know
No,
the
I
model.
understand the model.
So you're debating the way the podcast actually functions when you don't know how podcasts
Where
function.
it started was me trying to explain why she might feel like attacked. That's where it started.
But you're talking about her being cut off. You're talking about her being cut off.
Because that is why she might feel attacked, is because she can't explain her points.
And here's the thing. I don't get the sense that she's the kind of person who needs you to advocate for her. You can say that.
Well, we don't have to keep going on this.
No, I'm just saying I don't find that she's the kind of person that needs you to advocate for her.
Well, then why did you come to me and start asking me why I'm getting?
I didn't ask this. I didn't ask you about her. I didn't ask you about her one time.
I'm just defending somebody.
You don't try to backpedal. You said something was incorrect. Just bring you back. Just say, my bad. If you don't do that, conversation's now disingenuous. It now seems like you're trying to lie your way out. You just gotta say, my bad. My bad.
You're a classic liberal white woman.
I'm not.
Liberal white. No, you are.
I'm
You are.
not.
You just don't know it. You're a classic liberal white woman. Now,
No, you said she's a girl's girl. She feels one of her girls were attacked.
no, she's a
That's what she don't even know you.
classic liberal white woman.
But we all have different versions of classic liberal white women. So she may be for you, but for me, she's a girl's girl. She seems.
Do you need her to advocate for you?
But I appreciate her doing that because she's.
Because this your sister, right? This your sister, right? Real quick. This is your sister, right?
Yeah.
If I was really getting your like that, you don't think your sister would buck up?
You can't compare.
She's out of line is what I'm saying.
Oh.
I'm saying she's out of line because we're all adults.
I'm okay with
We're all adults, and I laid out the rules in the beginning,
Right.
and we're engaging.
Right.
And if you feel a level of disrespect,
No.
you clearly are articulate enough,
Right.
aggressive enough, strong enough to stand up for yourself and speak up.
Right.
And your sister similarly
Right.
can stand up and speak up on her own behalf and on yours.
Right,
And you're both
She's not smart enough. So, Mark, wait.
adults.
Right.
And so she's out of line to take out the time to question the actual structure of the show,
Right. Right.
which I explained in advance. Like, I don't trick people.
Right. Right.
You know, you see what I'm saying? Like, I don't trick people. And if you say, hey, Marquette, bruh, like, real talk, like, even if you said, like, you hurt my feelings, I would have to pause and take out some time to hear you out. Because however we may joke, I'm not here to hurt your feelings.
Right.
So I can respect that. But if she's over here like, you hurt her feelings, I'm kind of like, shut up. Like, what the do you know about her feelings?
No, she's saying if you cut me off,
Oh,
I'm trying to explain which
Which
would
we
do to her as well. But it's always, it happens to be when I'm explaining, it happens to be when I'm explaining myself to another person. Like when she tried to say something, I was trying to say, you just cut it off when I had to, but she let her.
Cece,
That's what she's trying to say.
trip on this though. Cece, trip on this. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people, right? 6 women.
Right.
Out of all the women, who got the most time to speak on the whole panel?
You did. That's just because you let me speak. If
I'm
you
just
like,
asking you a question, Cece. You.
Yeah.
So if I cut you off, it would make the most sense, wouldn't it?
Yeah. But it's at the point.
No. If you have spoken more than any other woman, if anybody were to get cut off, it would make the most sense to cut you off, right?
Just respond back what she said. If that's the case, your explanations are way too long. That's the case. You should shorten them. Make them real short then. If they're way too long, my opinion, you're lying. It's just my opinion though.
What time? You know, you like to.
See, you're not being reasonable. You're not being. I tried to be reasonable with you just now, and I'm disappointed because you're not being reasonable back with me.
Right.
And I don't respect that. I don't respect that at all. Because if you've been talking the most, you're gonna get cut off the most. And I don't respect the fact that you're not. You understand what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. But it's, I get what she's saying. I get what both y'all saying. But then they look, wait. It's like, don't let her say something to her, what she gotta say, and don't let her respond back to
You
her.
talking about Thug?
It's not about you. Yeah, no.
You talking about Thug?
Well, that's what she was talking about. She said something.
Oh, she's going back and forth. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but she was just trying to get her point across that, you know,
Right.
and then you cut her off.
And that's
The only
girl
difference
stuff.
is,
But that's girl stuff.
but she was talking to her side of the story.
Right. But that's girl stuff going back and forth. And this ain't the time. Give me
Oh,
1 second.
okay, I was about to say.
That's girl stuff going back and forth. I'm not here for that girl stuff. And truth be told, you have to remember, if the audience is my fan, for example, you guys could all be better looking, smarter, funnier, more charming, more interesting, more accomplished than I am. They prefer to hear me talk just because it's my fan base, right? You see what I'm saying? So, and I'm not saying they should, I'm just saying that's the way it is, just based on the data.
I do this stuff too.
Yeah, and so all I'm saying is that I move the show in a particular way. And I just told you guys before, I said this is how it's business. And that's how the business moves. Like if we're talking on our personal life, in whatever capacity we might engage each other, you think I'm gonna be messing with you guys talking about your hair? Like there's no logical reason I'm gonna be talking about your hair, asking you why you gotta throw a tattoo. Do you think I care?
No.
Like whether we're being friends, business, or I'm trying to holler at you, I would not bring up any of those things. It's irrelevant.
Right.
So then why y'all playing like y'all don't know what?
I'm just somebody off at a particular point.
Why you playing like you don't know what I'm talking about?
No, I know what you're saying, but it's
Then why you still fighting?
if we're talking and you have something like whatever you say, you could have been saying nothing this whole time, but it's like when you have something important to say, then you cut them off.
You talking about you wanted to go back and forth with Doug. That's what you're saying.
No, you wasn't going back and forth. We're talking, right? So it's like you let her say something.
No, I was talking and you interrupted me.
Okay, well I was talking as well.
Jabrizi, hit with those sugar shots. We don't wind this one down. We don't wind it
Well, good for you. Of course, you know.
All right,
You give off the thug vibes.
Okay.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
You look over here every time.
Should I let them argue or should we just get closing remarks?
Little arguing. Close out. Talk.
It's weird.
I agree. Talking.
Let them do it.
Agree to not disagree.
It was like basically like, yo, like we want to engage in petty womanly arguing, and they're like, why are you stopping us from arguing? You know, like, all right, y'all wanna argue. Okay, so you want to start it?
You cut me off so many times. I don't remember what's fun.
She was talking about something. That's what got you. Right. We're not arguing with her for nothing.
All right, you want to set it off?
No, I'm saying we were just talking about something, so we have to say something back. You know,
Okay.
it wasn't really.
But I'm the one person.
You can love.
I got two females coming at me. I'm
Right.
one person.
You're right.
I'm trying to figure out who I'm talking to. You feel me? I thought the conversation was with you. And
Yeah,
then,
you're not coming at me. Right, you're right. She's my sister.
okay.
She like.
And then you ask why people think you look ghetto.
Right. Right.
Okay.
Why you wanna know why people think your hand house look like that?
Wait, I
They,
just-
baby, they were talking about me.
Fuck. Down this bitch ass.
Switching max.
I don't give a fuck.
Targets evaded. Bounty contract's been pulled.
Oh, headshot.
Loading new mag.
Gas is closing in. Get to the new safe zone. Gulag's closed until further notice.
I can smell their fear.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. You've got a loadout drop inbound.
Field upgrade out.
That's 10.
Field upgrade active.
Visual on buy station.
You've got gas moving in. Ten remaining. Keep pushing.
No, don't kill me. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. No.
Holding set there.
Oh my God.